start the game and the yandere walks into my room. How lovely is that? Okay. Saffron taps his fingers along the edge of the steering wheel as he watches you disappear into the bar, your body illuminated by lightning as it pulses through the sky. Oh yeah, we're in a monsoon. Idly, he brings his thumb to his mouth and licks. He can still taste your blood from earlier today, fresh and sweet like cotton candy. A sharp contrast to your guarded personality. My blood tastes like cotton candy? My blood tastes like cotton candy. Hold up. Sir. Sir. I don't. I stop tasting my blood in your brain. Nah. I do like how they purposely accentuate that he's gonna be a major character though by having the background just kind of like dotted design. I do like that. Also, I thought this was a bat. Can you guys see my mouse? Yeah. I thought this was a bat. It's his fucking seatbelt. His eyes are glowing. I know his eyes are glowing. I don't like it. I thought his eyes were blue, but apparently they're green. He marvels at how much a person's taste can differ from how they present themselves to the world. Those who act soft and sweet often have a rancid aftertaste. Or those who parade around with vibrant personalities often end up being bland and flavor. He's a cannibal.
Okay, y'all are gonna hear me. Didn't you make that evaluation last stream?
Yeah, well, no, after last stream I was thinking about it because he licked our blood off his hand. So I was like, I don't like that I was right though. But you, yeah, me, how you doing? How you doing, fam? I hear my dog.
I gave her a treat.
Oh. How you doing? Lovely monsoon we're having. You, me, cute little me. You bit yourself, dumbass. He winces as his teeth accidentally tear through skin, and he draws his thumb away from his mouth, studying the pearl of blood forming at his open wound. Ah. He got carried away again. You know, this might be an answer I don't want, but I am quite curious to know if he likes how his own blood tastes.
Could be.
Like, well, that got awkward.
Surprise guest Lila in the room.
But, like, or does his blood just taste like normal, what is it, like metal taste?
I'm sure if he is indeed a cannibal, it would taste a little funkier than other people's blood.
You right. He licks it away with a quick swipe of his tongue, trying to ignore the vomit-inducing taste. Ah, you were right. He doesn't like the taste of his own blood.
I don't like the fact I'm right.
Okay, guys, a fun fact about me, Lila, and Mandy. We all like serial killer and murder shit. We fall asleep to these things. So, it's just how we are. Enough of this longing. Soon he'll have vials of...
cells of your blood to mix with his liquor.
Plenty to drink and savor for years to come if he preserves them long enough. So, Lila, guest star tonight, how do you feel about this man wanting to drink our blood with fucking liquor?
He's not hot.
He's not hot. You take it back now? Oh no, you didn't think he was hot. You thought the bartender was hot.
Give me the bartender.
I'm saving. I don't like where this is going already. Not to mention the
You want me to finish that?
Not to mention the delicious meat he'll pair with it. Jay! Hi, Jay. Thank you for lurking.
Welcome to the fun.
He just needs to remain patient. Saffron busies himself by looking at his phone and going over Cake's schedule. See, I really want to know if like, they're all fucked up in the head or if it's just you two.
I would hope there's, like, a few that are just side characters.
I don't think we're ever going to... Well, I don't know. The person who made you and him said that they might make art of the whole band, but they didn't say if they were going to have the whole band in the game. So he shuffled around a lot due to Adam's unforeseen injury, which leaves most of their week open. Perfect considering the amount of cleanup this will take. Adam informed him of your aunt being a probable casualty, but since she's a recluse, it's unlikely anyone will notice her missing for quite some time. Why is your bed soaked? Again.
Did Peanut do it?
Did Peanut spill something? Peanut spilled Lila's coffee yesterday on her desk. They can make a few payments here and bribes there in order to keep suspicion off of them. Is that how you guys managed to go unscathed? Still,
I really don't like his eyes.
it would have been so much easier had Adam done what he set out to do earlier. Baby spilled dew on the bed. Aw, poor Peanut.
Are you good on blankets?
Everything was planned accordingly, not a flaw in place. So what happened out there that allowed you to escape?
I'll pray with
You see what happened, Saffron, is I didn't think clawing his eyes out would work, so I kissed him and turned him into a yandere. So, why are we going to Saffron again when we're still... Oh, because we're doing it going back to yesterday.
Okay.
Oh, his eyes are green. Because before, when we saw his other one, they just looked black, so I was assuming they were blue. I don't know why, I just thought blue would fit. Saffron steps inside the hotel's elevator and presses a button for the main floor, adjusting the cuffs of his button-down shirt as he waits for the doors to close. Damn. No matter how many times he gets his clothes tailored, they never seem to fit quite just right. It's not like he's hit a growth spurt. He's far beyond his prepubescent years, where changing height and lengthening limbs were a problem. No, it's another matter entirely. Saffron sighs and forces himself to stop fiddling with his attire, accepting defeat yet again when a young man with short cropped hair joins him. He smells faintly of lavender and honeysuckle. Yesterday, it was rosemary and mint. He glances at the man's hands, slight hints of dirt caked underneath his cuticles, nails cut to the quick. Saffron smiles as his finger hovers above the elevator buttons. Floor. Oh, yeah, I probably started tracking you because I have the camera. I'm using the phone today. The man offers up a quiet, subdued smile of his own, mouse-like in nature. Lobby, please. Oh, it's the gardener. Same as me, then, he says and hits the button. That in itself is a lie. He has nowhere to go, at least not until he's to retrieve Adam and help dispose of the body. No, he's here for him. He's here for him. The cute and timid gardener boy who stares at the ground wherever he goes, even on his way to the little florist shop that he works at a few blocks down. Saffron bought a bouquet of meaningless daffodils in order to engage in even a slight conversation with the young man. And what he discovered underneath that demure, soft-spoken act was an inquisitive mind, one that Saffron was ravenous to get to know on a deeper level. Saffron turns towards the young man, about to engage in polite conversation, when his cell phone begins to ring, classical music flooding the small space. He smiles at the young man. "Please excuse me." The young man holds up his hands, and Saffron catches the sight of a band-aid wrapped around his thumb. "Oh no, you're fine. Don't mind me." So considerate. Saffron has to dig his nails into his phone to keep his composure. Patience, Saffron. You'll scare him off. He's made that mistake many times before, acting over-eager and asking him to dine with him only for them to stand him up. But he's learned and adapted, and soon he'll have this man on a silver platter. He'll make sure of it. Saffron answers the call with a firm, "Hello." The music changed. Hoomst. Who put the fragile sticker on my head? Did you do it?
No, my phone's right there.
I don't see anyone redeeming anything.
I'll see.
Oh, Firedale did it. Why isn't it showing me when people redeem stuff? That's weird. And hang on, let me bring my mic closer to my mouth. There's heavy breathing on the other end, followed by a curse and a grunt. Fuck. Saffron frowns, worry zipping through him in an instant, but he forces himself to remain composed. Playing the part of a concerned parent will only serve to aggravate Adam. What happened? Adam hisses through his teeth, and Saffron hears the sounds of heavy footsteps. They got away. Saffron blanches? What does blanches mean?
I'll look it up.
In French, it means white, and I'm pretty sure that's not what it means in this context.
Luckily, there's a star gas. If I can spell right. To become white or pale.
So he goes pale, basically. Saffron blanches until the words register. They what? Yeah, I got the fuck out of Dodge. That's what I did. No, I did not get the fuck out of Dodge, but I should have. Did he hear him right? But no one's escaped Adam. No one. So how? Adam answers as if knowing exactly what's on Saffron. I guess I'm saving. On Saffron's mind, they managed to catch me off guard before stabbing me with my own fucking knife. Then they got in their car and sped off. Another grunt. Then, under his breath, "I'm going to fucking kill them." What? No! You stabbed me! Fuck!
I've done it again.
Saffron rubs the bridge of his nose as the elevator dings and the doors open, signaling they've reached the lobby. The young blonde steps out without a moment's hesitation, and any chance Saffron had for inviting him out to dinner is now ruined. Oh, so I saved someone by getting stabbed. Whoop-de-fucking-do.
Okay, we'll go after the person you were originally going for.
Yeah, for real. Go after Gardener Boy. I don't wanna die. I'm already dead. I'm technically a ghost girl. I clicked the save button again. He really hoped today was the day. But until they take care of you, he'll need to take a rain check. No need to take a rain check. Go after the gardener. All right, I'm coming to pick you up. Stay where you are. Adam doesn't answer and instead hangs up. A moment later, Saffron gets a text for Adam's coordinates. He's about a mile off from where he dropped him off last. Saffron pockets his phone. Was that my headset or was that the game? You heard that too? I didn't like that. Saffron pockets his phone and locates the rental car before a rental car? You guys are using a rental car for dead bodies? Besides the fact that you guys are being absolutely mean to me tonight. They're using a rental car to chauffeur people that are bleeding their... Aren't the people that rented out these cars going to be a little bit suspicious? He better be okay. Ah, thank you for the head pats. And the bonks. Yesterday, abandoned highway. Can that highway actually be labeled as abandoned? It's not like people frequent highways like that. Saffron finds Adam crouched down near the side of the road, using his turtleneck to soak up the blood pouring from his wound. The same one you left behind. Good. Saffron's hand... Man, your chest. It should...
It's got man boobs.
Man, that should be illegal. Why his boobs bigger than mine? It's illegal. Saffron's hands flex around the steering wheel as Adam hauls himself into the passenger side, wishing they were circling your neck instead. I pretend I didn't read that. Taking the life you tried to steal from Adam. How dare you touch him? What?
I'll do it again too.
Man, didn't do shit to you when you want. How dare you leave him bleeding out? Wait, no. This is Saffron, so Saffron wants to kill me now. Great. All right, no
I
escape.
think it's Adam's point of view for now.
No, it said Saffron again. You almost ruined everything. You're lucky Adam didn't die, or you'd face a fate far worse than Adam could ever give you. Thank you. Love you, man. Love you too, fam. Fucking I. Slow, torturous. Your body...
I can read this.
Here you go. Here you go.
Your body chained to his dissection table?
Yeah, dissection
Squirming and flailing about, screaming your vocal cords raw in a massive symphony of emotion and terror, quelled only by your following.
Following what? I don't want to click this button. Saffron. Yeah, you got a man bleeding out, and let me remind you, Saffron, fucking rental car. I'm not noticing any issues at the moment, so maybe net feeling better. Yeah, we had to like completely restart the box. Like not just like unplug it, we had to go through the app and reset everything. So it definitely needed a little bit.
Just let me know if you have any more things you want me to read for you.
The drop frames went up, but I didn't notice anything. Saffron snaps out of his fantasy with a stark clarity, startled by how visceral his own emotions are. His hands loose. Okay, note to self, I ain't killing Adam because then I have to deal with a fuckhead behind me. What the fuck am I supposed to do? I blame Lila. His hands loosen around the steering wheel and he blinks in a daze. Oh. What an unusual reaction. He's never felt such indescribable hatred, and rarely does he think about using such unnecessary violence, preferring to use tools rather than his bare hands on an individual. Perhaps seeing Adam hurt awoke the parental side of him. So, Saffron is like a father figure to Adam, from what I'm understanding. What's the age difference? Because I thought they were the same age.
He could be a few years older than him.
I guess, yeah. He does care about the band members after all. He tucks it away for later. to give a proper dissection. I don't want to be properly dissected. I apologize. Could you repeat that? I'm afraid I missed what you said. Adam's jaw ticks as he wipes away the faint sheen of sweat gathering his brow. But he's far more subdued than usual, and his words lack their usual bite. And did you bring sutures? I'm fucking bleeding out here if you hadn't noticed. Let him bleed out. Saffron tuts as he reaches into the back seat and retrieves a small white medical kit. He hands it over to Adam. Thanks. A dry response, and one that lacks genuine gratitude. Saffron can't help but smile as Adam pulls out the needle and begins. Oh no.
Oh, he knows how to sew.
Oh no. I know he knew that because in the first chapter he said he did a shitty job of it. Always with the crass language, this one. It's a dragon. Saffron's dragon. Can't curse for shit. Ugh. Ya old people.
She can't, I can.
I'm still gonna curse. The fuck you mean? But at least he gets to see the real Adam. Most people in their lives will never know the cruel being lurking beneath his modest persona. Never know how many bodies left in Adam's wake that Saffron took the liberty of cleaning up. Cleaning up or eating?
A bit of both.
Ugh. They'll never experience such a pleasure because they'd never understand it. They'd call him a monster, drag him into the electric chair for their version of justice, despite the fact Adam stands for the very same thing they do, working to eliminate the sinners posed as saints. So what did my ass do? I was forced to go make a delivery run for my aunt, and then you stabbed my ass on my way home.
You were forced to go make a delivery run for your uncle from your aunt.
Same diff. LOL, you both are dorks. Oh, they're spamming emotes.
They're picking on me.
Why are they picking on you? What'd you do?
They blame me.
For the internet?
Yeah.
Lila's computer is the only one that was warning us the internet was acting up.
I told them to blame my computer.
Oh. I love how we both thought she was calling for you.
I heard Desi. I was like, am I in trouble?
He just doesn't mind having a little fun before snuffing out their miserable existence. And no one will ever find out. Not unless Saffron starts the car. Not unless you revealed a secret. Nah, I ain't revealing shit. Just leave me alone.
I have no skeletons in my closet.
I have a dog. You want to see in my closet? You'll just find my gay. Every time I open my closet, it's like Skittles throws up on me. No. Everything will turn out fine. He shouldn't think about the worst case scenario. And besides, you're just one measly little piece of livestock.
You want me to finish?
Who managed to escape the packaging plant. You operate the same as most people. I'm going, you know what?
I could talk for the cannibal if you want.
Nah, I want to kill him. I want to kill the cannibal. I don't want to kill Adam. I want to kill the cannibal.
You gotta kill the cannibal first before you kill Adam.
I don't want to kill Adam. I want Adam just to leave me alone. He'll slip up at some point because you're in a panicked state, and those who let their feelings overwhelm them tend to make plenty of mistakes that both he and Adam can take advantage of.
Does that make me a psychopath?
There's just one thing nagging at him. Adam almost always executed his plans with flawless precision. So what did you do in order to catch him off guard? I don't want to talk about it. Adam won't answer outright, he's sure. It's something Saffron himself will have to piece together. Not that he doesn't mind a good puzzle from time to time. It keeps him sharp. Stop, Adam says, pausing mid-stitch to look at Saffron. I can tell what you're thinking. Just leave it alone.
But it's fun.
I have no idea what you're referring to. You know exactly what I mean. Is there a reason you're so desperate to hide it? Is there a reason you're being so annoyingly persistent about it? Saffron sighs, reining in his frustration. Getting mad at Adam won't help and will further him from his goal. He tries again. I understand your discomfort, but I wouldn't if it weren't so important. Someone got the upper hand on you. What if they manage to do it a second time? What if they kill you, or worse? I can't let that happen, Adam. I won't allow it. The fuck is that emoji?
It is called the haha ball.
The haha ball looks like it's taking some drugs. Adam's quiet for a moment, and when Saffron's eyes skirt over to see what's causing such a long pause, he catches the other man touching his lips while wearing a slight frown on his face. Saffron notices for the first time they're swollen. Did I bite him? It won't happen again, Adam says at last. His fingertips trail from his lips over to the ever-present earring. It glints under the glow of the sunlight, as if even God approves of whatever decision he's come to. And you know, damn way God approved of my death. Hold on.
You know, if you cut out all the times I voiced act and just kept my giggling in the background, it creeped this whole thing out.
I don't have them skills now. It would be creepy though.
If you heard the giggles.
But my God. Ain't no damn way God said, yes, kill Allie. Murder her for existing. No. I didn't see that in the damn Bible. It won't happen because I won't let it. Saffron withholds a shudder as Adam's gaze cuts over to him. Not out of fear, but in delight of a hunt that will end in a satisfying conclusion for both of them. So this is the first, okay, so what I'm gathering here is that this is the first time for either of them someone's escaped. And apparently they're honestly enjoying it from what I can tell. They're worried that I'm gonna talk, but they're also...
I just want to get the fuck away.
Right, I don't want to stay here. But they also seem excited and happy because this is the first time they can actually be a predator chasing a prey. And they keep describing me as lambs, and I think just lambs actually, so quite literally they want me to be a lamb to the slaughter. Because if anything, Adam's just as hungry of a monster as he is. Saffron. Man, I don't want to be in Saffron's head no more. I don't like it in here. Oh yeah, we're back to this. Saffron trusts Adam's decisions to redeem himself. And the way Adam spoke, whatever you did to him was unforgivable. And Saffron knows it's not just because you stabbed him.
Listen, I may have smooched him.
No, it's something much deeper. No, I spooched him on purpose, but I wanted to live. And I got to live because of that kiss. But that kiss turned him into a yandere. More complicated.
You see, I wouldn't kiss you, and I surely would not kiss Adam.
Like you somehow shook the very foundation of his being. How you did it, Saffron doesn't know. But either way, Adam will eliminate you without mercy. Because on the off chance he doesn't, Saffron's eyes flicker towards the glove compartment box. Wait, shit, I didn't see the thing. Did it? Will it tell me? No, it won't tell me.
Okay.
I wanted to see if it'll tell you where we were right now. I wasn't paying attention if we were still at the bar or not. I didn't know if we were because he followed us back to the house. So that's why I was like, I don't know if this is before the bar or we're back at the trailer. He reaches over and pops it open, revealing a hidden revolver nestled between slips of paperwork, and traces the cylinder with great affection, his gaze returning to the bar. Okay, we're at the bar. Where he disappeared into. Adam gets 10 minutes to redeem himself once we get back to the trailer park. Saffron promises himself as you exit the building in a rush. He closes the glove compartment and tightens his grip around the steering wheel. Otherwise, I go in. Oh, great. Yep, I didn't want to be in his point of view anymore, so we were back at Roof's trailer earlier. Adam hovers above the collapsed form of your aunt. Shards of glass lay scattered around her body like broken teeth. Blood splattered across their surface in cruel arches. He nudges her limp wrist with the toe of his boot, having questioned, through all of her incessant begging and pleading, how much more pathetic this woman could get. Turns out, by quite a lot. I told you not to run. Now look at you. You've gone and made a mess of things. Ruth doesn't respond, not that Adam expects her to. She hit her head pretty hard on the corner of the kitchen table when she tripped over her own 2 feet in her haste to get away. He'd hoped to pry information out of her once he finished you off. Things only she might know. Things that could lead to him achieving his ultimate goal and the promise he made to her. But of course not. Because no one in your family can listen for 5 fucking seconds. Adam sighs, scrubbing a tired hand.
We listened for more than 5 seconds and you stabbed us anyway.
For real. Adam sighs, scrubbing a tired hand through his hair as he takes in the miserable scene when something in your aunt's grasp captures his attention. When did she... He bends down, keeping a careful distance from your aunt, in case she's hiding one of the glass shards in her free hand, waiting for an opportunity to strike that will never come because he's all too familiar with the same tricks from his previous victims. Oh, his hair is purple. He picks up the photograph tucked beneath her palm. The photo she kept hidden in her drawer. The one she was so desperate to protect. He takes note of the cracks on the glass fissure. Man, that sentence I couldn't speak at all. He takes note of the cracks on the glass fissuring outward, starting at the edge of the frame and slicing through Ruth's younger self, splitting her apart in a twisted sort of irony. His gaze drifts over each of the 5 women until he lands on the one with wavy brown hair, her shy laughter concealed beneath her hand. He almost forgot what it sounded like, almost forgot the warmth and vibrancy after all these years. He can hear it now. Adam swallows hard and flips the frame over, undoing the back, letting the foam board fall to the ground with a dull thump, before pulling out the picture itself. He peers over the newly freed photo, sparing another glance at your aunt. His expression hardens with hatred. She looks a little more like her younger self like this, her hair loose from the scuffle, her arms spread like angel's wings. But nothing about this woman is angelic. I'll be taking this, Adam says before stuffing the picture into his wallet for safekeeping. If he can't get any information out of her, he reasons he'll just try using another resource like this photo instead. Huh? I have been raided. Welcome, Raiders! I am here with my guest star tonight, my sister Lila.
Hello.
And I am Althemia, a Hawaiian spirit VTuber. We're playing a, I want to say this is a psychological horror. Did you say psychological?
I always say psychological, they're fucked up.
Yeah. I'd say this is like a psychological horror visual novel called You and Him, where we have to survive a fucking laundry, and not one of them. Not one. But welcome, Raiders. Welcome, Raiders. You didn't tell me who.
Hang on.
Lunamoth. There we go. Thank you for the raid, Lunamoth, and I hope you had a good stream. I understand if you have to go take a mini break and all that jazz. Maybe even you might know something considering your connection to Ruth. Man, I don't know shit. Please let me go. Some secret she could have spilled without you realizing their significance. Don't take that.
Even I wouldn't understand what the hell she said.
I think she said don't take that, but because she slammed her head on the dresser, so I think it came out as don't take back.
Don't take that back.
Well, maybe that, yeah. Adam catches the sound of a small, desperate whisper. He peers down at your Aunt Ruth and cocks his head to the side, almost mocking. Oh, are you still alive?
Sadly.
She doesn't say anything, but he notices a flicker of movement from her hand. The same one he took the photo from. Huh. Stubborn and resilient. Just like you. Well, at least he can still glean answers from her and put an end to her miserable existence in the worst way possible when he deems fit. He knows just the perfect ending for a woman like her. Adam lowers himself again, right as she makes a croaking sound, unable to distinguish what she's trying to convey. She's describing nonsense at this point, but he has all the time in the world, so he'll play along the same way he did with you on that highway. He enjoys toying with his food as much as the next serial killer. What's wrong? Adam asks with mock concern, his tone sugary sweet with a bitter aftertaste. What? You want your little picture back? He waves the empty frame around before tossing the empty fixture towards her. The frame lands right beside her immobile arm. Her finger twitches in response. Adam's voice dips, lowering with malice. Do you really think you'll need that where you're going?
No.
She doesn't respond, leaving Adam to wonder if she passed out again or died on him. Adam scoffs. You know, you're really shit at holding a conversation. Again, he gets nothing out of her. How disappointing. Adam's burner phone buzzes and he glances at the message sent by Saffron. They're almost here. Adam smirks and pockets his phone, his body humming with anticipation. Showtime. He says and tries heading for the door when he feels a hand dart out and wrap around his ankle, the grip weak but persistent. Nails dig into the fabric of his jeans. Give it back. No, she's trying to protect her own damn ass.
I had some hope for you, and then it vanished.
Adam pauses, staring down at her hand, invading his fucking personal space, taking in her poor attempt at stopping him with cold attachment. Detachment, my bad. And if I don't, you'll what? Kill me? He reaches down and detaches her fingers one by one by one, focusing on uncurling them before he gives into his primal urge. He wants to wring her neck, to twist and snap her bones, watching as the life drains out of her. He wants her to suffer just as much as she did. This bitch is the entire reason he can't fucking stand liars. Adam, I don't know if you remember me. Of course he does. After all, how could he fucking forget? There's a bunch of question mark. No, I don't like Adam's past. No, it hurts. This game's trying to make me feel empathy for the man trying to kill me.
And screaming.
So much screaming. He covers his ears, closes his eyes, and tries to escape through his mind and thought, but they're all twisted together like a hastily wrapped ball of yarn. And there's a thump followed by a crash from somewhere downstairs, probably in the kitchen. Why? Because it's always the stupid kitchen. Angry cacophony, whatever, of curses and shouts reverberates through the closed bathroom door where Adam hides. He didn't want to stay downstairs in his room. Not when things are like this. He's afraid to get pulled into the fray. You keep making a fucking fool out of me. Another crash and the sound of glass breaking. Adam ducks his head as if words are physical objects that are easily hurled, and someone just chucked them at his face. Stop it. Just stop it. He shakes his head as tears stream down his cheeks. Please, just stop. But it keeps going and going, getting worse and worse, making him sob harder and harder to a point that he's afraid someone will overhear. He can't get caught crying again. Not after last time. What the fuck happened last time? he can still That's usually how serial killers are made. He can still remember the acrid scent of cigarette smoke and the suffocating darkness of the shed, his palms flat against the rotting floor as he waited with... Nope, I know exactly what punishment was given, and nope.
Does
Nope.
that explain why he only gives photos from the waist up? The waist down is scarred and...
No, I'm thinking because they said his palms flat against the rotting floor. I'm thinking he was beat to hell and back with a belt or actual whip or something. Because that's what... Yeah, but I think it's on his back and waist up. I don't think it's waist down.
But he takes photos waist up.
Yeah, he takes our photos waist up, but I think that's because... I don't know. It seems he has something with sexual stuff that makes him mentally block. Because I think we were his first kiss. And when he went to go, yeah, he got a panic attack before he could even get that far. So... No, he's learned his lesson too many times to count. So he curls in on himself, trying to control his breathing and stifle the sounds of his anguish with his trembling hands. He looks so much like your father. He does? Because I think he looks like his mother. Adam still remembers the cruel expression on the woman's face as she said it. The muffled giggles and concealed laughter that followed. And the hand on his shoulder tightening at the comment, drawing him away from the open stairs and into one of the empty seats. I can't believe I didn't see it before. He looks so much like him. He wanted to scream, to deny anything that linked them together. I'm not him, I'm not him, I'm not him, I'm not him, I'm not. I'll never forgive you. The guttural screams makes him jump, then tremble in fear. He hates this. He hates that woman for causing it. Why? Why did Miss Aspen say that? Miss Aspen. So is the priest. Was Miss Aspen our Aunt Ruth? I think so. And why did it cause all of this? He can't comprehend the meaning behind any of it and doesn't know if he ever will. He remains there for what feels like hours, arms and legs going numb for being stuck in the same position for so long, terrified of making any noise that draws attention. And everything just stops. An uneasy quiet fills the house, and Adam shivers. He wiggles his toes, trying to regain feeling in them, listening out for the chaos to pick up again. It doesn't. And that's much, much worse. Feet shuffle up the staircase and Adam squeezes his eyes closed. I'm not here, I'm not here, I'm not here. The door to his bathroom slams open and Adam jerks upright as the light flares to life. His bottom lip trembles as he looks to the door. Adam. Save. Oops. I keep thinking quit is go back, but it's not. Ruth's trailer, current time. Hey, yo. Pulse! Hi, Pulse. I'm here with my sister.
Hello.
Adam. Adam gets thrust back into the present, and the sight of the woman at his feet makes his lips curl in disgust. She repeats herself. Adam. Yeah.
At this point, I would just wish she'd shut up.
No. He's never forgotten her. Not even for a moment. He lifts Ruth by her wrists, dangling her in the air so that they're face to face, their noses almost touching.
And how short is Aunt Ruth?
I think Adam's 6 foot. I feel like he's 6 foot. And how short is Aunt? I think me and Aunt Ruth are the same height, so about 5'6". That's just the vibes I'm getting. Their noses almost touching while she hangs there, limp. Are you really in a position to make demands? Because from where I'm standing, I think you should shut the fuck up and wait until I'm done with that nasty little relative of yours. What did I do wrong? I didn't do anything, damn it. But sure, keep testing my fucking patience. See where it gets you. I'm glad we see eye to eye. Adam lowers her, but keeps a hold of her wrist to keep her filthy blood-stained hands off of him. He's gonna need a blistering hot shower after this. Or as your touch ignites deep-seated want, hers feels like 1,000 maggots crawling all over his skin, burrowing their way into his insides and eating away at his entrails. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Potato, potato. Mada. He'll hold on to this disgust while dealing with you, because he can't let you get close again. He won't let you. Adams composed himself when light floods through the shattered window of the small darkened trailer. I'm cute. Oh yeah, I could. I know I'm cute. He watches as your car pulls up, followed by Saffron's reefer truck. But see, Pulse, that's the issue. I'm so cute, I turned this man into a yandere.
I just exist.
He must have brought it in preparation for the massacre that's about to happen. Despite this, Adam can clearly hear Saffron complaining about the fact you'll take up room. Your body's filling up space in his precious freezer, unwanted, unless he gets desperate. I don't want to be in a freezer.
Can you kill me first?
Saffron's a choosy fucker. An irony not lost on Adam considering the man's diet. So he doesn't just eat whoever and whatever. It has to be a specific person. And their taste has to match. No, because he was going after Gardner, and the Gardner is a boy, and I'm a girl.
He only wants to kill us out of spite.
No, he said we tasted like cotton candy. He said my blood tasted like cotton candy.
I don't like that, though.
I don't like that either. The flower boy will live. No, go after the flower boy. Please. For now. I don't care. Just leave me be. Adam hears the crunch of your sneakers over the gravel, followed by a knock at the door. He reaches for the abundance of chains, taking his time undoing each one to send your heart thumping and your mind racing. He can almost feel your trepidation leaking through the door. You're scared, aren't you? Just a bit. Click. Well, you should be. Click. Because he's been waiting. Click. Click.
You're the reason why we're all
It's me, guys. I don't want to be me right now. Take me anywhere else but here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is where we left off. This is where we left off last time. I finally found you, my elusive little pest. Adam. Your mouth goes dry at the sight of the purple-haired demon in the flesh. And how does he greet you? With a fucking knife. You try looking down at the aforementioned knife without moving your neck. Otherwise, you impale yourself like a shish kebab and notice it's covered in dried blood. Did he seriously not, at the very least, clean the thing?
No, because we don't get that luxury.
And who does it belong to? You? Or someone else?
Both.
Your eyes wander over to your aunt, who lays motionless on the ground a few feet away from where you crash landed after Adam jump scared you. Sorry, it's either you or me, and I choose you. I choose anyone but me. It's yours.
I'll sacrifice our aunt for you.
He says, reading your mind. Your aunt did that with no real effort on my part. Right. See, the sad thing is that he is right, because he didn't touch her. She slammed her head into the fucking thing before he could do shit.
My ass would be the one person doing that 1 + 2 = fish.
And he's also just a hurt, misunderstood soul who just needs lots of hugs and unconditional love to fix all of this baggage and deep-seated issues. Nah, he needs a damn therapist. Because if you learned anything, a smooch a day keeps the serial killers at bay. Okay, sarcasm aside, the last part's a little bit true. Yeah, kinda.
A little bit.
Kissing the killer ultimately did save your life when you were neck deep in trouble and helped you avoid getting skewered. But even so, you're not buying his bull. The man lies as easily as he breathes. He's a repeat offender considering none of his general audience knows he murders people for shits and giggles.
I mean, I would believe you if you didn't try to kill me.
Or at least, that's what you assume. Is either that or for a power trip. Quite possibly both, considering how Adam's personality flip-flops between cocky and aggressive. Why else target complete strangers? You contemplate this as you try adjusting the angle of your neck in order to put some much-needed space between you and Adam's weapon of choice. Well, that and to check if your aunt's still alive. But Adam pursues you, giving you no wiggle room to work with, and he rewards your efforts by giving you a soft warning prick. Eyes on me.
Fucked your D.
Well, if my eyes are closed on you, huh?
I'd be the one standing there giving him the bird.
You wince at the stinging sensation before fixing him with a glare. Oh yeah, he forgot about his issues with personal space. Consider your bubble popped for the rest of your interactions because you are not getting it back with him around. Your earlier fear goes up in a puff of smoke, annoyance taking over the mantle instead. Oops. Guess we're saving. I'd say go fuck yourself, but after recalling our kiss from yesterday, I doubt you know how. Oh.
Are you inexperienced?
You trying to... Not me trying to get myself killed. You know what? I deserve a little stabbing for that.
I'm sorry, I would have said it and I would have wanted a little.
Damn. Okay. He did try to himself yesterday and it didn't work. So, you know, me not wrong, but me went for jugular with that one and he is whip at my throat.
Listen, we're gonna die anyway. Why not make the jokes?
Exactly. Especially since no matter what the fuck I choose, the answers I want to choose gets me killed. Adam's jaw ticks at the comment. Oh, yeah, buddy. Feel the salt in that wound. Oh, sorry. Too soon.
Listen, we wanted that Valentine's story. You'll do it quickly.
You say in mock embarrassment, widening your eyes to establish that you aren't sorry in the slightest, going straight for his weak point in retaliation since he went after your... Okay, just make it quick.
He's just gonna make it quick. He's just gonna consistently stab you until you stop breathing.
As sucky as Aunt Ruth is, you're not letting her die for your poor decisions. Adam's your burden, your cross to bear. Oh, okay. I heard Kalea munching, so I was like, what do you got? You won't make that mistake again. Not when you're armed with your own weapon tucked into the waistband of your pants. You never learn, do you? Adam says, withdrawing his blade. Right before it descends on your already wounded shoulder, you screw your eyes shut and turn your head, unable to duck out of the way with Adam boxing you in. You wait for the inevitable pain of the knife tearing through skin and muscle, flashing back to that horrific moment on the highway when you tried contacting emergency services, your body readying itself when... thunk.
Aunt Ruth?
Did he just drop it? Even we're confused. Nothing comes. Just a huh? What's your angle?
How he stopped.
What? He's looking into my soul right now. Thank you. Just a condescending chuckle from Adam when you open your eyes to find a knife embedded into the wall right above your shoulder. You gonna fix that hole?
We're not going long enough to tell them to do that.
I'm gonna... His eyes glitter with amusement. Okay, wait. Let me. Do they change? Nope. Cover him up again. His eyes glitter with amusement over your reaction. Great. So he's gone from outright stabbing to psychological torture.
That's fine.
Exactly what you need. So much bravado, and yet you're still afraid of me. Okay, now what?
You see, I like to.
Oh, his eyes are closed. Be good. He ain't looking into my soul. I want to know how he got that cut.
Now I'll cover him up again.
Okay. He ain't staring at me with that creepy ass look. That's good. Adam whispers. Is it? Adam whispers, his breath warm in your ear. Hey, cancer. Back up. As he leans close, he should be.
You know, because he's close enough, he's biteable.
I don't know what diseases he has.
I can still bite him.
If I'm dying, it's not gonna be from an STD.
He's inexperienced. He never had sex.
I don't trust him. Did you know that you can actually it's a ungodly rare chance, but if the father has an STD, you can actually pass it on to the kid. And I don't trust his daddy dearest stayed clean from what we just saw from a flashback.
You see, I just made an assumption because I'm pretty sure people ain't sure.
He's reaching into his back pocket with his free hand. I've got a few questions for you since your dear aunt couldn't bother to answer them herself. He raised an eyebrow at him. Oh, yeah, because an unconscious woman can totally help. Forgive my aunt for her poor manners. I'm sure she's sorry for that despite all the trauma you put her through. You jolt upon feeling the knife move. A subtle shift that leaves you wondering if you pushed him too far when you feel the steel travel downward instead. Adam's unamused by your
Are
jeering.
you gonna take my arm?
You're stretching his patience. But for some reason, he's not hurting or killing you. In part, you're relieved, but you also question why. How many times? Adam asked, pushing aside the collar of your shirt with the tip of his knife to reveal a mess of gauze and medical tape underneath. Do I have to remind you what I'm capable of when you're already experienced it?
That's why I'm fucking.
Are you really that fucking stupid? No, I'm just ready to die because you are prolonging it. My clients say it's part of my charm. An odd expression consumes Adam's face at the mention of your clientele, but you blink and it's gone, replaced by his usual scowl whenever you dare to open your mouth. He finally pulls out whatever is in his pocket, a thin slip of paper, and unfolds the parchment. He presents you with a picture of your aunt and 4 other women. Now tell me, do you recognize any other woman aside from your aunt? You open your mouth, prepared to fire off another quip, but Adam flips the knife and angles it towards your jugular. You swallow hard. Adam taps the picture against the seam of your lips. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Otherwise, my hands might slip, so I should just... A cocky little smirk tugs at the corner of his mouth. You choose your words wisely.
I don't.
Damn. You really don't have much of a choice but to comply. Fine, then. You'll remain complacent. For now. You take your time studying the photo when something about the woman positioned at the far left of the group with her petal pink dress and delicate frame captures your attention. While the rest of the women laugh openly, hers conveys a distinct shyness, almost as if she doesn't want the others to notice. Yet, that's not what bothers you. It's the fact that you recognize her. But how? You examine each one of her features, poring over each minute detail in order to figure out where you remember those Cupid's bow lips and the high cheekbones from. She's model pretty, distinguishable within any crowd, much like the rest of her friends. Birds of a feather flock together, you think, and notice how her arms aren't linked with the others. Until the cat comes. Adam wraps a finger along the bottom of the photo. Tick-tock. You're running out of time.
Figure it out. Leave me alone.
You don't even bother glancing up. Hold your knife, kink. Hold your knife, kink horses. I'm trying to fucking concentrate. Then hurry up.
Patience is a virtue.
The hand contain. I can't say that because I don't have patience. The hand containing the photo darts out and grips the back of your neck, forcing your head up to meet his gaze. I'm assuming that's a typo.
There's a messy Wessie.
The sharp press of his blade goes to the underside of your jaw. His legs are wedged between yours, one on either side. His knee pressed against the inside of your thigh as he kneels before you, purple tips of his hair tickling your cheek. Man, these sentences are hard to read.
Not kinky time.
Yeah, he's that close. His proximity makes your heart pound, and not in the, oh my god, he's so dreamy sort of way, but in the, oh god, he's gonna gut you like a fish sort of way.
I wish you'd do it first.
You weigh your options, deliberating on headbutting him, but decide against it due to the sharp obstacle blocking your way. He's not underestimating you this time. Adam refuses to give you any ample opportunities to take advantage of his weakness. The knife isn't just there as a threat, but a barrier. You know, I can't see the photograph at this angle, right? You've looked at it for long enough. Now tell me. He lowers his head, those pitch black eyes flashing red, his mouth stretching into a snarl. What do you know? You frown as you study the movement of his lips. Then a light clicks on in your head and you start connecting the dots. The high cheekbones. The Cupid's bow lips. Right down to her wavy hair. And those features are a perfect match for the man right in front of you. You blurt out the words right before you can stop them. Holy shit, why didn't I realize earlier?
Mother dear.
You look so much like her. Adam goes absolutely still. My dog is about to fucking shank my head. What do you want? What you want? You wanna say hi? Hang on. I wonder if I can get it. Hang on. Hang on. Okay. When Kalea wants attention, she paws at the back of my chair. His Pelor... What? What's Pelor? Alor? His pallor turns chalk white. His expression, if that's another word for going pale, I'm going to go insane. I'm learning the dictionary today. It turns chalk white. His expression, a mixed cocktail of emotions.
Having electrical or magnetic. What? Relating to north or south. How did you spell?
Pallor.
It auto-corrected.
Ranging from angry to haunted to torture, all in the span of a few minutes.
An unhealthy pale appearance.
So basically he turns paler than what's his fuck did earlier.
Paler than he already is.
What did you just say? He's shaking so hard you feel yourself vibrate thanks to your close proximity. The knife disappears. Shush! I knew exactly where you were going.
I'm sorry. Your lunch is in the wrong position.
Ow. Don't bonk me. Bonk Lila. She's the one with the dirty mind. The knife disappears from your throat, and you know it's now or never because you won't find a better opening than the one presented to you. You don't know what triggered him, and you don't care. All you know is that your hands are reaching for the kitchen knife at your waist, driven by the instinct to kill him for everything that he's done and going to do. Only one of you will walk out of here alive. He'll make sure it's you. Adam's lost in a daze when you bring your arm up in a wide arch, to which Adam dodges a moment too late, the front of his hoodie tearing in the process, blood spraying against the trailer walls. You try going for his black hole of a heart next when Adam springs away from you. In a flash, he's at your aunt's side, and your knife spears through the empty air, lodging into the musty carpet flooring as you bring it down. You give the knife a harsh yank before getting to your feet. The picture Adam used to interrogate you with flutters to the floor. Like a flag being dropped to signal the start of a match. Ding ding. Adam presses a hand to his chest before drawing it away to reveal blood smeared on his palm. I hope that fucking hurt, you asshole, because there's more where that came from. You're practically spitting.
There's a gun with the other guy.
Shut up! I can't. Wait, damn it! You're practically spitting in his direction. Kalea started licking my hand under the desk. She's looking at me with a big ol' smile.
Needy.
You're practically spitting in his direction, geared up for a fight after all the hell he's put you through for the past 2 days, unrelenting in his pursuit. You're going to give this fucker a taste of his own medicine. Adam's slow to look up. His eyes are narrowed, but to your surprise, he's smiling, teeth bared, like he plans on using them to rip you apart.
Kinky.
I'm gonna hit you. It's primal, that smile. Like he's been waiting for this moment his entire life. Like he's been waiting for a reason to finally end this. Cute. I am cute, thank you very much, but I don't like you calling me cute. His voice dipping low as he gets... Hang on. Adam says, his voice dipping low. As he gives an expert flip of his knife before Cat. See, I wonder if he has like an actual knife. Like a switchblade or a normal pocket knife or all that shit. What?
Don't you growl at me.
Did she growl?
Yes.
Why? Growl at him, not us. You're the one that thinks you're 80 pounds. Growl at him. Man, I didn't even hear her growl. But I wonder if he has like an actual knife or if he has like a switchblade or something. Or if he's like Mandy walking into my room with a fucking butcher's knife.
Both.
I love that. Soon as the stream starts, me or the yandere can come for me. Like, yeah. He points.
In the household.
I think both you and Mandy are. He points the tip of the blade in your direction. But I promise I'm better. Unfortunately, you're better. But I want to know how you got that scar. Because even when your face goes dark, the scar doesn't go dark. And I don't know if that was a designer choice or if it was purposely made to point out the
piercing.
No, it says it's a scar. Because
Scars don't glitter.
We'll save here. Is this autosave? Yeah, see, in this. I'll click on this real quick. Load. Hang on. Load this real quick. Just load it real quick. See? I think it's a scar.
It doesn't look like a scar to me. But that's personal.
See? I think it's a scar.
The art style is different than I'm used to.
Okay, now we'll go back to our current predicament. But I promise I'm better. I need that heartbeat back because I can feel it right now. I'm gonna die. And quick as a whip, he's on you like a beast released from his cage. A snarl ripping from his throat as he tries slashing at your arm wielding the knife. You manage to pull back in time and hear the whistle of metal slicing through the air. Your knife cradled against your chest as you hit a wall. Adam descends on you. You try your best to keep him at bay, but you're an amateur in comparison to his seasoned practice.
Just kick him in the face.
A fact that becomes crystal clear within seconds. He forces you to go on the defensive while he goes full offense. His attacks jarring and harsh, forcing you to block one after the other in favor of lashing out again. Each blow chips at your already dwindling strength. Your injured shoulder burns from the exertion. You can't keep this up at this rate. Everything aches, the pain echoing bone deep, causing your movements to become slow and clumsy. You're getting tired, worn down, but Adam is not. If anything, he's invigorated by your struggle to keep up, as if he's soaking up your fear to help fuel his bloodlust. There's a knowing smirk at the corner of his lips. Fucker. He knows you're delaying the inevitable. His endurance will outlast yours. And once you falter, he's going in for the kill like a snake constricting a mouse until its body folds. You both know he's got the advantage here. And the odds are stacked against you. And they were right from the beginning when you made the mistake of pulling over. And there's got to be a way out of this. You grit your teeth, sweat dripping down your brow and along the curve of your spine as you try to fight back. Try to find an opening. You won't find one. Adam taunts, guessing your train of thought yet again. Why don't you just give in to me? We both know you won't last much longer.
Because that sounds so wrong.
Well, yeah, I was about to say, I can't say anything about that one. You set yourself up for that weird comment, my guy. He's... big words. I could have been a lawyer. He substantiates his point with another rough jab of his blade. Your teeth rattle from the impact, and you almost lose your grip on your knife, but you manage to remain firm. If anything, you're stubborn. A trait he couldn't beat out of you even if he tried. Oh, come on now, you say with a huff. Now you're making the sex jokes way too...
Yes, I'm nothing on.
Oh, no, no, I take it back. I take it back. Kalea, come here. Come on. Oh, don't go for my jugular. Come on.
He's pissed.
Come to mommy. You wouldn't kill me with a cute dog in my lap, right?
Yes, I'm pretty sure he would.
Okay, I got cuteness.
I don't think he cares about the cuteness.
Cute dog.
He kills our aunt.
Your butt dog. Here we go. She just wants to be in the limelight. He gasps as his knife comes down harder than ever before in retaliation to your obvious jab, the steel pinging with his furious blows. Is that really all you fucking think about? No.
No, but you make it obvious.
But you make it a alley.
Dog hop down.
Yeah, she did. Adam says, clearly seething. Oh, he's cranky now.
She wants to watch.
You want to watch mommy, though. I got hang on. My dog kissed me. You drink. My dog told me to shut the fuck up and keep playing.
She wants me trapped. Oh, I made you pick something else.
When I'm not on the bed, she chooses usually to eat on the bed. Okay. A fact you'd take pure delight in if he didn't say what he says next. Considering how you kissed me and after finding about that online job of yours,
How do you know?
I'm just an anime girl on the internet. There's nothing special about me, I swear. How the fuck do you know about my job? You wear a mask to conceal your identity. Not out of shame, but for privacy reasons. So how does he know what you do for a living?
Are we on online entertainment?
Okay, old man. No, we're a cosplayer, but sometimes we do lewd cosplays. Not really. We don't show anything, but everything's covered, but we sometimes do the more, swimsuit cosplays.
Money.
Yeah. That's at least what I understood from it. Because he says we're always covered, but we're always wearing scantily covered stuff, so. No, you guess you shouldn't be surprised. He's a stalker after all, and you don't doubt he dug into your background, probably at some point after you gave him the slip. I have a better question. You let out a help. You let out a help as he manages to grab... Oh, I think that meant Yelp. He let... Don't give him ideas. Thank you. He let out a yelp as he manages to grab hold of your wrist while you're processing this new information. You lose your grip on the knife and Adam kicks it away, shoving your one method of defense somewhere behind him with a scuffed boot pinning your arm over your head. You raise your other arm to fight him off, but he grabs that one just as easily. It joins the first, both now pinned underneath his grasp. Take me to dinner first before you fuck me over. Shit.
At least make it worth my while.
For fucking real. I'm gonna save. No, I should have saved her. Oh well. You lift your leg up to kick him, but he uses his body to restrain yours. Your hips perfectly aligned. Not this shit again. Not this shit again. Here we go again. We're playing the tango. We're doing the tango. We're doing the floor tango, everybody. The knife returns to your throat and you stop struggling.
Again,
great.
Kinky.
Back to square one. Tell me something. Adam peers down at you with a harsh sense of judgment. Why the fuck did you kiss me back then on the highway? Why was that your first instinct? Is it because of your fixation on sex? Hey, I ain't fixated with sex. You can ask anybody. Lila, am I fixated with sex?
No.
Thank you.
But I have a dirty mind.
You could have fought me, gone for my eyes, punched me, anything but shoving your tongue down my throat. So why? Why did you fucking do it? Because I didn't think I'd survive scratching your eyes out. You bark out a harsh laugh devoid of humor. That's what he's focusing on? This, right now of all things. Hey, can you help my dog? I think she needs a water.
Some agua. Are we reaching the end of it then?
I don't know at this point. But you're starting to piece everything together. You guess that accounts for something. For someone who accused me of thinking about sex all the time, that question is pretty hypocritical. I'm starting to think it's you who's obsessed with sex, and now you're just projecting. It would explain a lot. What? You say with mock concern as his mouth twists into a scowl. Are you frustrated because you can't stop thinking about it? Thinking about me? Is that why you get upset whenever I bring the topic up? Because you want me. The air goes thick, heavy with unspoken tension as your words hang there in between you two. You hear the pitter-patter of rain against the trailer roof, and the rest of the world going quiet as if anticipating Adam's response, wondering what he'll do next. Whatever it is, you're ready. Aunt Ruth? Aunt Ruth's trailer. Current time. Aunt Ruth. I told you she was alive! Ruth's mind fractures, splits apart, then gets reassembled once again before the cycle repeats. She hears a muffled argument, her ears stuffed with what feels like cotton, unable to decipher the string of conversations or figure out whose voice belongs to who. Glass cuts into Ruth's cheeks, arms, and legs. hurts. Everything hurts. She's disoriented, unable to remember how she got acquainted with the floor. What Ruth does remember, and the only thing she can seem to remember, is the man taunting her at the face of the woman she once cared for. With the face of her first love. Oh.
Not what I expected.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. So Aunt Ruth was in love with his mom. Oh,
so it was a lesbian love.
And it was against the religion. That explains so much. How cruel. Ruth reaches for the photo. The only picture she has of her first love. Because if she's going to die, she wants to die by her side. I was about to say, Adam took the shit. And that's all she can ask for. Her hands fumble over the shards of glass, but finds the space beside her empty. And another memory clicks into place. Adam taking her away. Adam shoving the photo into his pocket, mocking her feeble attempts to get her back. Adam. The hellspawn birthed from the hips of an angel. He could have used any other words to describe that. A monster in the making, just like that bastard. The one who took what she couldn't have, telling her that her love was a sin. It was religion. That it was vile. And she wanted to prove him wrong. Wrong. And now she's gone. These men keep taking her love away from her. Adam and that bastard both. Ruth seethes on the ground, her fists clenching when she sees something glittering from her an arm's length away. Like a present, like a gift from God. Ruth reaches out and wraps her fingers around the handle of the forgotten kitchen knife.
Aim
Him.
properly.
Please, for the love of God, don't hit me. Please, for the love of God, don't stab me! Is that why you get upset whenever I bring the topic up? Because you want me? The words hit Adam like a freight train as soon as they pour out of your mouth. A violent clash of flesh and metal. His head spinning on impact. What the fuck are you implying? I think it's obvious what I'm implying.
Stupidly.
Denial surfaces in his brain. Something most people do upon confrontation, and Adam's no different. You're wrong. He doesn't want you. He'll never want you. But that blush says otherwise. It's kind of scary. I had a burp. But Adam knows he's lying to himself. Guess I'm saving. Because of the excuse he makes just to touch you, reasoning that he's only using his body to trap you, and not because he wants to get close enough to feel your body heat, to feel you. Yes, he wants you. God, he wants you. His dream self-admitted as much, and the thought disturbs him. It makes him sick having these feelings. He needs to kill you, and yet he's acting like a kitten seeking warmth for the first time.
Can you do it quicker then?
You're flush against him, your bodies without a centimeter of space between them, and all he wants to do is lift you up and... No! Adam crushes the thought without mercy. Whatever he's feeling, this blatant and unwelcome desire, he can't give in to this particular sin. He made a promise. He vowed never to give in. You're a temptation. One he's desperate to overcome. You're the hardest obstacle he's ever faced. One many would say the devil put in his path to lead him astray. Why do you keep saying I'm a fucking sin, man? I feel like the church came from my ass IRL.
Listen. Some would deem unwedded intercourse as a bad thing.
I think his mom and dad were... Well, I don't know. That's actually a good question now. I know for me, IRL, a lot of people say I'm a walking sin because I'm mixed. So I understand how you feel, Adam. Kinda. I didn't get beat to... I didn't get beat the shit out of me with a fucking belt, though. Adam wonders if regular people are the real devils. He's almost certain you are. His own little devil meant to seduce him away from his original purpose. But he won't. He can't. You break the silence, your voice alluring as a siren to a ship captain. Why are you so quiet? Not even going to deny it? He raised a brow at him in his lack of rebuttal. Like you can read his thoughts and see the war raging behind his eyes. His lips curl into a snarl. Don't you do that. Don't you fucking dare look at him like that. Like you've got him figured out. Adam presses the knife deeper into your skin so that it's almost cutting into your neck. And you wince despite the fact he purposely didn't break skin. One more push, though. And there'll be blood. Plenty of it. Your chest heaves against his in response to the unspoken threat. He's breathing heavier, too. He convinces himself it's because you're afraid and that he loves your fear. And that's why he's breathing so fucking hard. And not because of the friction of your chest against his. His lust for blood always outweighed his attraction toward other people. So why shouldn't it work now? Answering one question with another. How very like you. I seem to recall a certain someone whimpering against my mouth, unable to restrain himself. Are you telling me that was a different serial killer? I wouldn't be surprised, considering you kissed me, a complete stranger. Nasty habit you've got there. Kissing dangerous men. Do you do that often? No, if so, maybe I should cut it out of you, starting from here. He taps your chin with the tip of his blade before guiding it down your front, shifting his body to allow the knife to glide towards the top of your navel, as if he's tracing lines on a map. To here. As your expression hardens, he smirks and realigns your bodies, returning the curve of his blade to your throat. How does that sound? I'll gut you properly, so the pain will only be a little agonizing. We can take it nice and slow. That's not cancer. What do you mean, promise? You raise an eyebrow at Adam. Okay, now it just sounds like you're trying to flirt with me and it's getting a little sad. Sorry, Adam, but you're not my type. I like men who don't stab me upon first meeting. It's called having standards. Adam's lip curls into a snarl. If that's how you see this, then you're delusional. His nails dig at your waist, and you bite your lip to keep from crying out. He ignores the way his body throbs. How do you keep forgetting? I almost killed you the last time, and I'm capable of far worse because I've done worse. Make that of what you will, but there's nothing about you that will keep you safe from me. You're deluding yourself into a narrative that you've built based on one experience. Then say it. Or better yet, go through with it. You challenged, not backing down. Because as far as I can tell, you've had plenty of opportunities to torture the answers you want out of me, and yet you haven't even cut me once. Why is that, Adam? You stabbed me as soon as you got the chance when we first met, so why aren't you doing it now? Why are there only threats and none of your previous violence? You gesture over to your aunt with your chin. You did it to her, so why not me? Come on, Adam. Tick-tock. You quote him from earlier. Adam's gaze narrows. He's spoiled you too much by not following through with his threats. He'll have to change that. Are you sure you're in any position to push me? Stop with the promises. I want to live, woman. Do you think I'm not capable of hurting you anymore? That I can't kill you once I get what I want out of you? Because I'd beg to differ. He presses his forehead against yours, forcing you to look into his eyes, to see his resolve and burning hatred for what you awoke in him. Then beg.
This is the only time I get impatient with people.
You say with zero hesitation, lifting your chin, holding his gaze like you're his equal. Because even with this, your eyes go up to gesture towards your foreheads before locking on Adam's face once more. You're just finding excuses to touch me. I know what attraction looks like, Adam. I've seen it with my clients. Seen it in my everyday life of what happens when a man wants someone and you match the entire fucking definition.
Kinky.
Why are you so afraid to admit it? Scared I'll use it against you, just like last time? Afraid you'll like it too much? Your body shifts against his, and Adam withholds a groan, grinding his teeth to cover up the wince that follows. Too late. He sees you've already caught on. He needs to prove you wrong. That your body isn't his ultimate weakness, and he's not someone pathetic enough to be controlled by sexual desire. He's not your clients. He's not like any of them, and he'll show all of you here and now. Adam withdraws his blade, rises it high over his head, and says, "Wrong move."
Promise?
Before... Stop with the promises. Before bringing the knife down. It was nice living.
Teased him enough.
He counts down to minutes ticking by. 5, then 4, then 3. Then at 2, Saffron pulls out his gun and loads 3 bullets into the chamber. Only 3? He glances up at the trailer he's parked in front of. What? He did grab a revolver, right?
Yes.
Revolvers can hold what, 6?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Why only 3?
It's either 6 or 7.
1 more minute. And he's going in.
Promise?
I don't want to fight the cannibal.
I do.
You can deal with him. I'm already pinned to everything.
I'm going for the gun.
Adam's knife comes down, and you brace yourself for the familiar sensation of steel tearing through flesh and bone, knowing the futility of fighting, but trying anyway. He thought you had Adam pegged, that you had him all figured out. He thought you understood why he hesitated, but you didn't. And now you're going to pay the ultimate price.
Worth it.
And there's nothing you can do to stop it. Chest puffed, stay strong. You grab onto your old friend's phrase like a lifeline, keeping your gaze locked with Adam's in one final act of defiance, willing the hatred in your eyes to haunt him for the rest of his days. It was you who couldn't escape him in life, but in death you're determined to return the favors tenfold. You curse him until the day he dies. You don't even bother to keep track of the blade as it plummets toward your chest in an act of sheer stubborn willpower, refusing to show any signs of weakness. At least, even through all of this, you can take consolation in the fact that he never was able to break you. That you maintain some sort of dignity, even in the end. You clench your fists, you jut out your chest, and you hold your head up high, like you're above this, above him.
Me.
Adam notices the subtle change in your demeanor, his eyes widening in surprise, as though he expected for you to crack and start begging for mercy. The knife comes down and stops right above your heart. Why does the game keep doing that to me?
Hey, that's a little close.
Adam's breathing. I don't know what just happened, but my mouth wouldn't mouth.
Adam's breathing hard, his hands shaking
With visible frustration, unable to tear himself away from your captive gaze. He tries again. Adam raises his arm, brings the knife down, and the invisible chains that stop him the first time around stop him yet again. Something holding him back, something giving him pause. As he fights tooth and nail to deliver on his promise, Adam's gaze flickers down to his traitorous hands, the same ones that refuse to give into his commands before returning to look at you.
I would get bored at that point.
Adam's jaw clenches, his molars grinding. You're surprised he doesn't chip a tooth in the process. Damn it! Adam hurls the knife away, the steel ebbing itself into it perfectly into the wall, parallel from where he threw it. I can't say that. Don't you say it either. That woman will be.
Damn you!
There we go. That woman in the room over there will be rushing towards here so fast.
like living.
Uh.
I feel petty for you. I already don't like you.
Adam's hands encircled your throat and he slams you into the wall. You claw at his fingers, his arms, his chest. You're losing oxygen fast. Your vision turns black at the corners. Spots dip in and out of your peripheral like glittering stars. You can feel him shaking again, this time for an entirely different reason. You can feel how desperate he is to kill you, to escape the humiliation of his attraction towards you. He's acting like a wild animal, trapped and afraid. Tears prick at the corners of his eyes, and you witness something genuine and raw rise to the surface. Vulnerability.
No.
Why the fuck did you have to appear? Why? Ask my mom and dad. They made me appear. Are you here to torture me? To fuck with me? To break me? His voice cracks and fissures as his hands tighten and constrict, a war rampaging behind those darkened eyes. He's battling the deep-seated truth of your words. I don't want to feel like this. I don't want to feel any of this. I need it to stop. I need you to stop. I'm begging you to just stop. I can't. I can't.
Hold on. Hold that thought. Can you let this go for like a 5-second?
Why couldn't you have just done like everyone else? Why did you have to kiss me? Because I wanted to live.
Survival.
I wanted to live. And my only two options the game fucking gave me was to scratch your eyeballs out or to fucking kiss you. And I didn't think kissing you would turn you into a yandere, but I did think it would save my ass. His hands give one last squeeze, and then they're gone. You take in a much-needed lungful of air, coughing and sputtering as you collapse against the wall. Oh.
I see now why there's so many simps.
Look, I said he's hot, but I didn't say his personality was.
I can agree to that, but he looks so vulnerable.
Considering what he's gone through, I want to hug him, but I also don't want that hug to turn into a knife to my back.
Sir, you're getting a little too close.
It's trying to catch your breath when Adam's face grows near. What is he? The question dies in your throat as soon as you see the intent behind Adam's eyes. His lips parted as his warm breath brushes against your skin. His expression tortured as though he knows what he's about to do will ruin him. You hear a scraping sound coming from above. His nails, they're clawing their way down the wall in a last feeble attempt to restrain himself from giving in. I hate that I want you. I hate it too. His voice is barely above a whisper when his mouth descends upon yours. I didn't say yes. I could. Your head.
I did say there's a trigger warning.
Your head spins from his quick and sudden transition, and you don't have time to shove him away. His lips almost brushing yours, but not. Oh, we're not kissing it. His lips almost brushing yours, but not quite. When give her back.
Who's her?
Who stabbed him?
Okay, this is where I will feel pity for him.
Someone roars from behind Adam, and all of a sudden his body jerks forward, his back bending at the impact of an unseen blow as something slams into him. There's a sickening wet thump followed by a gross squelching sound. Adam grunts through clenched teeth. Give her back, give her back, give her back, give her back. Another thump follows the first before Adam growls and sweeps his arm out, sending the person behind him, your Aunt Ruth, flying across the room. She collides with the wall before slumping to the floor. Ruth blinks, momentarily stunned. In her hand, she wields a knife drenched in crimson, the same one Adam kicked away moments before. When Adam turns his back to you, focusing all of his attention on your aunt, you spot two fresh wounds near Adam's shoulder blades and near identical slits.
Okay, again,
They remind you of what's left behind when a fallen angel gets stripped of their wings. Adam sways like a drunken man. He braces his hand against the wall, nails torn and bleeding from where he clawed at it earlier to keep himself from kissing you. Right. He almost kissed you. Voluntarily. Looks like your blossoming theory was right on the money.
Hey, you know how
Not that that's something to celebrate. You'd rather your milkshakes not bring all the serial killers. Was it a yacht? Least of all, Adam. You shake your head to clear your mind. Nope, nope, nope. Maybe someday you can unpack this shit in therapy when you can, afford it, to figure out why your milkshakes bring all the serial killers to the yard. But for right now, you've got bigger fish to fry. Namely, the aforementioned serial killer who looks like he's about ready to pounce on your Aunt Ruth and strangle her to death. Or worse. I should have killed you when I fucking had the chance. Adam rasps, stumbling toward her with uneven steps. Your aunt gets to her feet, grasping onto the counter for support, and you freeze upon seeing the unabashed rage pulsating off of her in thick waves. She directs everything she has at Adam, all of her ugliest emotions laid bare. You've never related to her more. Ruth's lips peel back into a snarl, her lips stained red as though she applied too much makeup. The storm rampaging behind her eyes, overshadowing the monsoon going on outside. She looks unstable, insane, broken. She spits her vitriol at Adam, her words containing a venom that poisons each syllable. I'll kill you. I'll kill you. I will kill you for everything you've done, you sick, twisted little bastard. How dare you? How dare you wear her face and do this to me? How dare you taunt me this way? How dare you? Tears fall from her hardened eyes, but she scrubs them away with a rough jerk of her wrist. I'll end this. I'll end you. Adam staggers again, but he gives a low chuckle devoid of humor as he rips his knife from where it juts out of the wall. His own hatred rivals your aunt's.
It
Funny.
means something as written or spoken words thought to be as harsh and burning as acid.
So basically his anger. He says, using the sleeves of his hoodie to wipe your crusted blood off of his knife in one quick swipe. Because a long time ago, you told me I looked just like him. Was that another one of your fucking lies? Or did you know what would happen if you said something like that? Ruth bows her head. Well, did you? Come on, Miss Aspen. Tell the truth for once in your fucking miserable life. You... fault. Adam tilts his head in an animalistic way of his, a hunter listening for prey out in the long stalks of grass. What was that? Speak the fuck up. I can't hear. It's your fault she's gone. Your aunt screams in a raw outburst of emotion. Glass shards digging into her heel as she gives an angry stomp of her foot. You recoil at the sheer volume. What's going on? They're almost acting like they know each other from somewhere, like they have some sort of shared past together. This isn't just about Adam breaking into her trailer and attacking her, but rather another matter entirely. Something that caused your Aunt Ruth to dive into the depths of madness and come out swinging. It's like they have an unresolved grudge from before you ever entered the picture. Wait, the picture Adam showed you before. Ruth and that woman looks like Adam were both... Ruth and that woman that looks like Adam were both in it. Did something happen between them? Your mind swirls with the possibilities of what all this means as Ruth continues. You're the reason she endured everything she did. It was all for you, and yet you killed her. Your existence destroyed her. I told her, Aunt Ruth says between frantic gasps, nearly sobbing. I told her she shouldn't have gone through with the pregnancy, but she wouldn't listen. You wanted her to kill Adam before he was even born.
She's a bitch.
Ruth clutches her chest as if preparing herself to tear out her own heart in order to spare herself from the painful burden of the memory she's uprooting. Adam remains quiet, but his knuckles turn white. He's gripping the hilt of his knife so hard. Whatever she's saying, it's affecting him too. what he did to her. You know that all started because of you, don't you? But she never told you that because she wouldn't want you to blame yourself. But you should have. You watch with mounting horror as Ruth's feet leave behind bloody tracks as she steps over the glass, staring to get closer to Adam. He remains eerily silent as she gets in his face and jabs at his chest. And now? And now she's gone because of you. You took her away. You took her away. You motherfucking piece of shit. You took her away again. She's breathing hard as she reaches the end of her crazed rant. Adam's absolutely still. For a moment, no one moves. You're not even sure any of you are breathing. Then there's a lightning strike and the room becomes illuminated in a yellowish glow that shows Adam lifting his head. And all hell breaks loose. Adam's on your aunt in an instant because even while he's wounded, he's fast. He grabs her finger and you hear the sickening crack of bones breaking, like a twig being snapped in two. Your aunt screams and flails, her knife managing to cut into Adam's cheek, but he remains unperturbed and instead disarms her by severing the tendons in her fingers. She loses the grip on her knife and Adam's other arm darts out, wrapping a hand around her throat. Then he's lifting her into the air, a cold-blooded killer once more. Her legs flail and kick. Her fists thumping against his arms as her feet leave the ground. You scream your aunt's name and search for something to stop him. He won't let him kill her. You need to act. Now.
That's a glitch.
Hey, we're just gonna save. I ain't clicking that. That's a damn... No. Fuckheads outside. No. We ain't clicking kill it. We're gonna... I don't care what we ain't killing him. There's another fucker outside.
We're almost 2 hours in.
You grab a skillet from the kitchen counter in favor of going for the knife currently laying in front of Adam's feet. You aim high and slam the metal against the back of his head. Adam lets out a strangled noise and releases your aunt in the process, sending her tumbling to the floor. Ruth scrambles to get away from him. Her attempt to flee halted when her back hits the mattress inside of her bedroom, and her eyes dart towards the small nightstand with a single drawer. Adam cradles the back of his head with a hand, and he spins on the heel of his boot. He looks like he's about ready to inflict the same punishment he did to Ruth onto you, but then recognition clicks. You can see the conflict in his eyes again, the hesitation. But you're already on him, because you don't share the same qualms. You drop the skillet and finally go for the kitchen knife, seeing your opportunity and bring your arm in an upward slice. You cut through his fingers, not enough to sever them, but enough for him to lose his grip on the handle of his own weapon, and you hear the satisfying clang of metal hitting the floor. He drops to the ground in order to dodge your second follow-up attack. Adam cradles his wounded hand and looks back up at you, towering over him, knowing full well that you intended to put an end to this. That you intended to put an end to him. You raise your knife in order to deal the final blow while trying to prep yourself for the guilt that probably comes with taking a human life, but knowing it needs to happen when... Bang!
Oh, yay, thank you.
Pain blooms and spreads like poison ivy crawling up the side of a house. You blink in complete and utter confusion. What was that just now? You look up from where Adam is crouched and notice your aunt standing in her bedroom.
Did you miss?
How did you miss? How the fuck did you miss him?
I should have let him kill you.
Auntie! How did you miss? He was on the floor, vulnerable. How did you... This lady fucking shot me.
You missed.
You look up from where Adam is crouched and notice your aunt standing in her bedroom doorway. She's got a gun in her possession with the drawer open beside her. When she lowers her weapon, you can see her face turning ashen, her eyes going wide like saucers, her gnarled fingers trembling.
As I'm slowly dying.
Because she's a background character.
How did you miss? Yes.
She's an important background character, but she's not someone important enough to give a face to. She mouths something you can't quite make out. You blink again. What happened to your hearing? Was it the bang? Did it somehow burst your eardrums? You try raising your arms, but they hang limply at your sides, refusing to respond. You notice Adam staring up at you while on his knees, his own face mirroring Aunt Ruth's horrified expression, which almost makes you laugh because you feel a little lightheaded and not quite right for some reason. They were just trying to kill each other. Why the sudden pause? Your leg buckles and you almost lose your balance. Oh, that was weird. And damn, why does your side hurt? You reach down towards your hip in an effort to seek out the source of your growing pain when you feel your entire side coated in something wet and sticky. From where your fingers drift, there's a small hole torn into the fabric of your shirt. It's small and circular in shape. Almost like... Oh. Just as your brain connects the dots, your other leg gives out, and you become weightless as you fall towards the floor, your body's ecosystem finally registering the bullet's presence. An arm cushions the back of your head before it connects with the ground. Who? Darkness encroaches, but you see Adam's blurry form drift over yours. You'd recognize that damn purple hair anywhere by now. For some reason, he's yelling and shaking you by the shoulder. Hey, hey!
Don't close
Eyes. His voice dips in and out, and you can't make heads or tails of what he's saying. But you don't really care because right now you feel so tired. Your eyelids are getting heavy with the strain of staying awake. You're so exhausted. So very exhausted. Your eyes begin to shut as you feel the pull of eternal sleep. You begin to let yourself go because in doing so, you feel no stress or pain or fear or any of the ugly things that come with existence. Just blissful silence.
Can we go back to blissful moments?
Adam calls out to you again, but you don't respond. You let the darkness take you instead.
Oh, so we may survive this. Yay.
It kind of worries me that there's people out there that really think Adam is a perfect boyfriend. Have you heard of a show called Criminal Minds?
Hang on. There's only one of two that I would be happy to be with.
No, I'm not talking about the main babes. I'm talking about the people in Criminal Minds that are always like, my husband would never. And then they find out he's a serial killer and they're like, well, he had to have a reason. It's like, lady.
Are you stupid?
Why? Like, there's one episode of Criminal Minds where, it was one of the older seasons, like Rossi just...
Before Reed gets addicted to something?
Yeah, no, it was after that whole shenanigans. It was when Rossi first joined, but it was a little after his whole incident with his past and shit. There is this lady who was about to give birth to the serial killer's baby, and yeah, it was quite interesting. A person isn't a lizard, though. Listen, my lore is questionable. You're a fox. That's your lore. Adam propels himself forward on instinct and catches you mid-fall. Hey! Your eyelashes flutter, and shit, there's a ton of blood. Oh, you know.
My aunt missed.
Man, I'm not getting over that. He was on his knees.
Standing.
He was on his knees looking up at us, and she had equal opportunity to just go bang to his head. But no, she missed. Auntie's aim sucks. Auntie needs to take lessons from the moms with the moms with the trunkless. They never
She
miss.
needs to spend some time with the man with the gun.
No, she don't. That man with a gun gonna kill her. Your eyelashes flutter, and I already did that. He tries shaking you to keep you awake, but you're fading, and you're fading fast. The sight of you so weak and defenseless agitates him. Where the hell do you think you'd get off? You survived him, and yet one bullet to the lower abdomen is too much for you to overcome. You're really gonna fold to friendly fire? There's no way in hell you're getting out of this that easily. He's not done with you. Do you get that? Will you stop with the promises? Because it's my ass on the line.
No.
I want him to be done with me. Oh, look, another word I can't say. He's not done with you yet, motherfucker. I need a new word.
Motherfucker works.
Don't close your eyes. Do you hear me? Don't close your eyes. Your breathing slows as the lower half of your shirt becomes soaked in red. You're not listening to him. You're not listening to him, and your eyes closed. And no matter what he does, they refuse to open. Fuck. Adam snarls and rips off his hoodie, tearing at the cotton sleeves in order to help staunch the constant flow of blood, cradling your limp body in his arms while he hopelessly tends to the wound. You're going to die. You're going to die, and there's nothing he can do. When he closes his eyes, a memory flickers like a candle wick, one of murky red water and the drip of a bathroom sink, and no. He doesn't care if he needs to drag you from the depths of hell kicking and screaming. So long as you live, he'll bring you back by force if he has to. He's not letting you go. Wake the fuck up. Do you hear me? Wake the fuck. There's the click of a gun, and Adam feels something metallic get pressed into his temple, cutting him off. His eyes snap over to Ruth, who stands above him, gun in hand with her finger on the trigger, ready to blow his brains out at a moment's notice. She doesn't even bother looking in your direction or separating you two. She's not here to help you. She's here to kill him. The photo. Where is it? You've got some fucked up priorities with your flesh and blood lying here. She pistol whips him and he grunts. The gun drills into his temple upon return. Where did you take her? This greedy, selfish bitch of a woman. Violent thoughts stir in his head. He imagines himself snatching the gun out of her hands, wrapping her hair around in his fist as he bashes her head onto the nearest horizontal surface he can find before he... Ruth pistol whips him again. Harder this time. Adam hisses and glares up at her, frustrated that he can't play out any of his twisted fantasies in reality. Yeah, I was about to say, he was counting out the fucking minutes and now he's not here suddenly.
Are you taking aim? Because I need to take aim better.
At least, not yet. Answer me, you piece of shit. Where did you take her? Where?
Your ass.
My back pocket. Check inside my wallet. He's telling the truth, to an extent. Her beloved picture is actually probably lying on the ground somewhere, but it's too dark for her to see. Her eye is not yet adjusted to the severe lack of lighting. It provides Adam with a fantastic advantage. Ruth takes his words at face value, exactly as planned, and when she reaches for his back pocket in search of her precious photo, he brings his arm up and wrenches Ruth's wrist backwards. Another gunshot going off as Ruth pulls the trigger, this bullet hitting the roof instead of its intended target for a second time in a row. She won't get a third chance. You shot us on purpose? Wait, no, she didn't. She better not have.
You said intended target.
Thank you for the posture check. For some reason, my redeems aren't showing up on my OBS.
That's what I checked right
Yeah. Ooh, my shoulder popped.
now. How many stretches are y'all gonna do?
I don't know. Don't worry, I got you. Thank you, Pulse. She won't get a third chance. Ruth shrieked. Wait. Oh yeah, okay, so 2 bullets went off. Ruth shrieks as Adam wrenches her hand back, positioning the muzzle of her gun underneath her jaw. Looks like I have the advantage again. He curls his finger over the trigger. Ruth thrashes his way in that, but Adam's stronger than her, too strong for her to have any hope of crawling her way out of the mess she made. When that doesn't work, she begins sobbing. What? Does she think he'll let her go if she cries hard enough? That she's someone worth pitying? The idea is so funny, it's almost laughable. She seems to sense his lack of empathy because she becomes bitter in the next instant, cycling through a rainbow of emotions, her shrieks rattling the kitchen cupboards. Oh, Aunt Ruth is thinking that. Yeah. AAPI is Asian American Pacific Islander. You don't get it. You don't get it. I loved her. I really loved her. And you took her from me. You and that bastard both. Adam pushes the muzzle of the gun upward, digging it deeper into her jaw, causing her to finally shut up. He's sick of this woman. I couldn't give less of a shit, Adam says before finally pulling the trigger.
You really have no more bullets?
Oh my god, I got raided twice.
Welcome to our insane asylum.
Hey, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, hang on. Oh, there's a lot of people all of a sudden. Oh, hello guys. We're fighting a yandere. Thank you.
Our aunt is fighting a yandere.
Yeah, my aunt shot me. Thank you for the raid, Ashley. Who's the other raider? They all happened back to back. I didn't copy my raid message, but hello, Scarlet! Oh, my stars. Hello, Scarlet and Ash. How are your streams? Ashley forgot our raid message. That's just normal. But hi, guys. Welcome. I'm Althemia, a Hawaiian spirit VTuber. And I'm here with Lila, who's my older sister. Adam blinks. We never had a raid message until today. You all done peeked out Hallie's mic and broke her model tracking. Yeah.
It's tracking me.
It's actually, my model's a little glitchy because Lila's also in the room. Scarlett and I did game dev together. Oh, you guys, that's why you guys both raided me. I thought it was a coincidence. Hi, Allie. This is my first time on your stream. Hi, Ash. Oh my goodness. Man, she only had the 2 bullets. She shot me and then shot the ceiling. You guys did game dev together. Ooh. I'm curious. I'm very curious. Wait, you guys were developing the game, or were you guys playing a game where you develop? I can English. Hi, Allie. My brain is dead from stream learning Unity. So, oh, so you guys were making a game together. That's so cool.
I hope it turns out great.
We were just learning the basics. I was teaching them. Unity can be just a bit of an issue. Unity and me like to fight, but it's okay because I love Unity. I mean, I don't play it. Hi, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Adam blinks. Nothing happens. He tries again. Click, click.
I want to choke her off.
Meh.
Can I take your place?
Just a tad bit. I don't make games, but Unity don't like me. You're welcome. I hope you have a good stream, but I need to get foods. I understand. Have fun getting foods. Hope you have a good night. And then realization hits. The gun's fucking empty. After getting raided twice. She had a gun, and she only had 2 bullets. He was right in front of her.
Adam.
Did she seriously waste all of her bullets? Yes. Yes, she did waste all of her fucking bullets. Man, I'm not getting over that. I'm gonna take this to my grave IRL. My Aunt Ruth done shot me, and the serial killer is right in front of her. Yes, Granny Alley. Now go to sleep. God. Ruth brings her head back and rams her skull against Adam's, forcing him to let go of his grip on both her and the gun. While he's recovering from the blow, Ruth descends on the kitchen knife before raising it high over her head, giving Adam a weird sense of deja vu, when you did the same thing moments before, and bring it down right as the front door slams open. An arm extends from the entrance and bang.
Thank God.
Bang.
One more.
Ruth sways for a moment, staring down at Adam in a silent accusation. And Adam's kind of dumb. Voltkin, do you know this game? Imagine someone gift streams Element a sub. Oh, stars. What did I miss?
What?
I wonder. Oh no. Oh no. Hi, Ninja. Hi, Ninja. Before crumbling to the ground like a marionette with its strings cut, she lands face first into the glass shards. She lands face first into the glass shards, a gaping hole just an inch above her ear, leaking ichor. I'm assuming that's another word for blood. Adam already knows that she's dead. Shot, not once, but twice.
We need a third.
The arm. Hi, Saffron. How you doing? Oh, gee, Sebastian. He does look like Sebastian, don't he?
I see where references come from.
He really does look like
Did
Sebastian.
somebody make this fucking hitting on Sebastian from Stardew Valley and said, hey, let's make him a yandere?
No. Hi. The arm in possession of that gun killed Ruth disappears before Saffron fully steps into the trailer. His slacks, vest, and button-up cling to his body due to the rain. Even his hair, usually slicked back for a sense of professionalism, is disheveled. He cocks his gun again as he looks at Adam. Adam sees the question sitting at the tip of his tongue. Are you alright? But Saffron knows better. Instead, he gestures towards Ruth's corpse in your unconscious form. What happened here? A lot, my guy. You were counting down the minutes, and you were still late. Adam ignores Saffron in favor of returning to your side, checking for a pulse.
I'm dead.
There. A heartbeat. It's faint, but there. Adam gathers you up and into his arms at the confirmation of your survival, in spite of his injuries that throb in complaint. He turns to Saffron, who quietly observes the whole interaction. There's a faint crease between his brows, his displeasure obvious and tangible. Adam knows of Saffron's prying nature, knowing that he's bubbling over with questions, but refrains from asking them because getting a straightforward answer out of Adam is tricky in certain circumstances.
Listen, we don't.
But that doesn't mean he approves of what he's seeing. Adam, however, could give two shits about what Saffron thinks. Saffron? Adam says, his voice sharp like a command. Saffron looks up at Adam, albeit reluctantly, and he continues. There's a photo lying somewhere on the floor. I want you to grab it alongside Ruth and bring them both to the truck. We're leaving. He says, and brushes past his manager, who remains stationed inside the doorway. I gotta go. Need to study for a quiz in like 30 minutes. Oh, my stars. Good luck on your quiz, Ninja. Hope you have a good day.
You got this.
Adam's almost halfway down the steps, your body becoming drenched from the bulk of the storm, when Saffron's hands clamp down on his shoulder. Adam doesn't even bother turning around. Let go. His voice is quiet, deadly. A serpent in the grass hissing at the hungry wolf. A monster burying his fangs at the other beast who dared to challenge it. Before you ask, it's 12:30. Ah, so you're 12 hours ahead of me. Or 12 hours behind me. One of the two.
Minutes.
Just tell me why you're bringing them with us, Saffron says. What do you want with them? Give me one good reason and I'll drop the matter entirely. Don't you see my cute face?
Don't you see how hot we are?
Come on, you can't deny that I am cute. Apparently, you can't deny that my blood tastes like cotton candy either. Adam looks down at you, your expression calm and serene in your unconscious state. You look sweet, gentle, innocent. But Adam's well aware you're nothing of the sort. You distracted him from his initial purpose, his ultimate goal, leading him to damn near to cave into his sudden desires. And he almost did, didn't he? Why did you kiss me? Adam shakes his head, disgusted. A stupid, illogical question made on impulse with the heat of your body surging against his.
I wanted to live.
One that cost him greatly because he no longer has Ruth, the singular person connected to his past. Firedale, before, I'm guessing you were, AFK at the time, but Saffron, this dude here with the white hair, is a cannibal. And when he licked our blood off of his hands, he said it tasted sweet like cotton candy. So he wants us for the blood. And our meat. Yes. It's unfortunate.
Hey, there's 2 of them.
He no longer has her, but... Adam? Saffron urges and Adam gazes down at your unconscious figure, resolute in his decision. He no longer has Ruth, but he still has you.
Oh, great.
Despite the fact that you're a liability, you're his only other option right now, and because of that, he needs you. He's not keeping you around because he wants you. You're simply a necessity. Yes, Adam thinks with growing conviction, he needs you. That's all. Adam finally manages to shrug Saffron off. Remember what I told you when we first met? Adam asks, recalling the memory of pink-tinted water spilling over the lip of a bathroom tub. The water slooshing against his torn sneakers as he stood there with mounting horror. Tears streamed down his sore face. Of course. There's a sense of underlying pity in Saffron's tone that Adam loathes, but he refrains from drawing attention to it.
Hey, a free thing to make yourself into it.
Let's not say we did. Instead, he slowly pivots towards Saffron, the tip of his purple hair whipping around him as a large gust of wind hits the trailer park with a sudden ferocity. You know what? Would you would what? Ash? Ash, no. Ash, don't do the serial killer. No, Ash. You're not supposed to ask that part. No, no. No, no.
We ask.
Ash. I'm watching you.
He's hot, but he's not that hot.
He is hot. I can proudly say he is my type, but his personality. The YCH really threw me for some reason, no clue why. I like that aspect. And the fact that they use gender neutral terms so we can be whatever the fuck we want to be. I like that. I like that a lot. And the cross earring cuts into his cheek. The personality makes it better. Ash. Ooh, ow. A small punishment from the previous owner, he's sure. I need them in order to complete my promise. Adam says out loud, I really want to know more about his past. And I just fucked up my own tracking by scratching my nose. Because whenever we go to his past and he starts thinking about it, I want to hug him, and I can't deny the empathy side, the empath side of me. And I'm like, I want, I want to take the pain away, but at the same time, he stabbed me in my shoulder, not once, but twice.
You can manipulate this into your way if you're smart about it.
He stabbed me. I don't need to fix him. I need him to be. I know. That's the quote of the day right there. my promise to her.
To Jamil as well. I don't want to fix him. He's perfect.
No, don't go to Saffron's point of view. No. Saffron's office, current time. Hi, Saffron. You don't look too happy right now. Saffron stares out at the wait, let me save. Saffron stares out at the near desolate landscape from his balcony door, his arms folded behind his back as he relishes in the rare quiet of the sprawling hills. And this place exists high up in the mountains, a perfect place to avoid getting caught on camera surveillance. Out here, no one will bother investigating the blood-curdling screams or growing stench of the woman rotting in the back of his reefer truck. Okay, is a reefer truck a weed truck?
A reefer truck, what I would think it is like a truck, but it has a bed.
Oh, it's those bed. Okay. Because I kept thinking it was a weed truck. Okay, gonna lurk. Brother wants to play games soon. You all be good. No. Why would I be good? Reefer in this instance is refrigerated. Okay, so yeah, you're right. I don't know. I just kept imagining a truck with like weed on the side of it. Like the painted weed and stuff. Out here, no one will bother investigating the blood-curdling screams or the growing stench of the woman rotting in the back of his reefer truck. Okay, Ash, what about him? He's a cannibal. What about this one? I think he says our blood tastes like cotton candy, by the way. Well, Okay. Me and Ash on the same page, at least. Well, not that she's rotten per se, but she smells absolutely vile. At least to him. But that's probably due to his lack of interest in her. He's no Sebastian Stardew Valley.
I see you're typing.
Sebastian is also hot, so, you know. But see, I got so many questions about him and his taste buds. Like, okay, so did the person has to be of interest to him for them to taste good?
It can depend. It depends psychological.
Now I would say the more you care about someone, the better they smell and the better they taste. Yeah, that's what I was wondering, because he wants to the gardener boy, he wants to be his victim. So that's why I was like, does it depend? So does he have to attach himself to someone before he can eat them?
He seen him at first sight and went, I want him.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I thought it was just first come, first serve, or depending on how they smell to him in general and stuff.
It is. I know.
I wonder how much research the game developer did researching cannibalists.
Like to research cannibalism at random because it's interesting, I guess.
You, on the other hand, smell absolutely delectable, even with your festering shoulder wound at the beginning stages of an infection.
Don't touch me.
He had to stop himself from lunging for you while you lay unconscious in the passenger seat of the truck with Adam tending to your injuries in an effort to keep you alive. I don't know, maybe he does occasionally have love at first smell, but sometimes maybe he has to get to know them to figure out they're appetizing. Because he said that sometimes an empath, someone with a sugar sweet personality, they taste absolutely horrid to him. And sometimes people with shitty personalities just smell and taste absolutely vile. So that's why I was like, Saffron nearly gave in to the urge of pulling over and devouring you whole. He fantasized about tearing strips of your flesh off your bones. He thought about what sauces and seasonings to spare you with. He salivated at the prospect of lopping off just a finger or toe as an appetizer. He came so close to giving in to the ever-present hunger, but refrained due to Adam's insistence that he needs you. Or at least, that's what Adam claims.
Pineapple. Wrapped in banana leaves.
I'm done with you, Firedale.
It's a Hawaiian reference.
I'm done. Nope. We do not eat the ghosty. He's never seen Adam get so possessive about a target before, going as far to smack Saffron's hand away when he reached for you in order to keep the strain off of Adam's wounds. I gotta go get ready for bed. Have fun with your broken neck. Thank you. Have a good night, Ash.
I want the bartender.
Hope you sleep well. The bartender's yandere too. He has a face. I don't care what anyone says. He has to be a yandere. It's like Adam wants you for himself for whatever reason. And Saffron feels disappointed, cheated, because they made a deal. He gets the bodies of the dead and damned after Adam eliminates them. That's the agreement. As a result, Adam doesn't need to worry about the details of getting rid of some pesky evidence or body that Saffron can divulge in his own sadistic pleasures without doing any of the dirty work. It's a mutually beneficial transaction. And now Adam's changing the rules of the game and making up mundane excuses as to why Saffron can't have you yet. It's frustrating. Saffron realizes he's gnawing at the skin of his thumb, a nasty habit he really needs to get rid of, and wipes the saliva off with a square piece of tissue paper. The urge to taste you is unbearable. It's borderline torture. Saffron sighs and folds himself into the plush desk chair in an effort to calm himself. He's not mad at Adam, but frustrated with his decision as far as of late. Because like it or not, they're affecting him too. He needed to reschedule everything after the injury Adam sustained during your shared encounter, and now he's unable to hunt the gardener boy because your aunt's going to take up room in his freezer. He wanted something out of this whole debacle. You were an equally appealing prospect, so he felt satisfied. Now, if neither you or the gardener boy, he's ravenous. A little speck of your blood is not enough. He needs more. Saffron's hand fans out against his desk, his fingers brushing against something. Oh. The picture. His eyes fall on her, and he feels the monster subside in an instant. You know, if you didn't know he wanted to eat you in a literal cannibal way, you'd think this guy was a pretty exciting lover and bet. Next. His eyes fall on her, and he feels the monster subside in an instant. Remember what I told you when we first met? Adam had said, and Saffron did. And Adam is as sincere now as he was back then. So why is Saffron thinking such ludicrous thoughts? How shameful. Saffron places the picture into his desk drawer and chastises himself for letting himself get so worked up over a piece of meat, putting his own needs above Adam's for unjustifiable reasons. Adam does what needs doing. He doesn't complicate matters unless warranted. He should trust Adam. Perhaps. He's imagining things. Yes, that's right. He just jumped to conclusions. Once Adam's done with you, he's sure the boy will follow through. He's not anchored down by mundane feelings like most people. It'll all work out. But what if it doesn't? A tiny thought argues. His immured doubt. What if you're right? Maybe you should take care of them yourself, just in case. No. Stop it. Saffron swats the thoughts away, waving his hand as though they're a fly buzzing around his head. But he's gnawing on his thumb again. Saffron's pocket buzzes. Someone's calling him, perhaps the venue management, over their sudden cancellation. He looks at the caller ID. His heart skips a beat. Why is he calling? And why now of all times?
Is it the bartender?
Did he see something on the news about what took place at the trailer park? Is it about him? About Adam? Calm yourself, Saffron. You won't know until you answer. So Saffron clicks the green button and presses the phone to his ear, putting on his best "everything is great" performance. So nice of you to call. To what do I owe the pleasure? Saffron exhales the caller's name. God.
Motherfucker.
Ain't no damn way God just called. Motherfucker! Ain't no damn way God just called you.
I'm going.
No, I'm going to hell. That's what happened in here. In this game, God wants me dead.